Hi everyone, today I will be sharing something very close to my heart. Okay, before I start, I just want to say this is purely my own opinion. It does not represent anyone's opinion or does not represent any fact. Yeah, it's about my accounting journey in uni and thus far. Okay, so before you start any journey in university, first you need to do is to pass your A-levels. So after you pass your A-levels, get your result slip. Okay, so I got like I think 4 A's and 2 B's. Yeah, so 4 A's and 2 B's. 4 A's and 2 B's. Okay, never mind, it's like 3 H2, 1 H1. So I think it's mine A B or A B B, not very sure. Okay, so that's how it goes. Then after I receive my result slip, so basically I can go into most courses except medicine and dentistry. So medicine, dentistry and law. So only these 3 courses are out for me. Then I can go into basically any course I want. So and then why did I choose accounting out of all those other courses? Okay, so when I was choosing between like accounting for SMU and computer science for NTU, yes, and real estate from NUS. So I was choosing between these 3 courses. These were the 3 that I chose from each and every school. So I got into the first choice for all the courses now, obviously. Then at the day that you're supposed to make the choice about to see which school you want to go to, right? So those were my 3 choices lah. And then like what was going on in my mind, I thought like accounting was about math lah. So that's the common misconception about accounting. Accounting is math. I'm good at math, thus I'm good at accounting. Okay, let me debunk this myth. It's not true. Accounting is not math. Although the concepts used to understand math can be used to understand accounting, but accounting is not math. So even if you're good at math, doesn't mean you will be good at accounting. Yeah, so that's a misconception. Everyone that comes to accounting degree interview, they always come in and say, "Oh, I'm good at math. I will definitely be good at accounting." No, that's not true. Okay, so why I chose accounting in the end out of the 3 degrees that I can choose from is because back then obviously you don't know what you want lah. You just go to the first course you can, as in you go into the course that, okay, back then accounting was like one of the top rated courses, like after medicine, dentistry and law, right? Fourth, they will usually say it's accounting already. So I think, oh, my result is good enough, why not go for the best that I can go for? So that's the reason why I chose accounting lah. But okay, and also another reason is my mom, she's also in accounting. She's an accountant for my dad's company. So I thought like my parents are doing accounting, then I look up to my parents ma. So look up to my parents, I'm going to do accounting too. So that's also one of the reasons why I chose accounting. Okay, so there I go. I began my accounting journey in whatever uni that you all know I went to. Okay, then when I was in uni, before the actual classes started, right, you will be assigned to like orientation groups to let you go to like camps and stuff. So for those camps, right, there's a accounting itself camp. There's also many other camps that you will interact with other people from other schools. So when I was in the camp groups that were in, like when you interact with other people one, right, they usually are shocked lah, like, "Oh, what degree are you from?" Then I say, "Oh, accounting." Then they're like, "Huh, you don't look like accounting." Yeah, so for accountants, usually they have this like straight and narrow vibe, usually not so adventurous. So like I think based on my personality then, which I displayed during the orientation group, I was very outgoing, I was very talkative, and then usually the loudest in the group lah. Yes. So maybe it can be embarrassing at times, yeah. So definitely did not suit the accounting personality. Okay, then so anyway, all those camp, I mean like they say I don't suit, but then I still carry on lah. I mean, I already chose the course, what I do, change degree man. So or more like I'm lazy lah, so I didn't change degree, or I mean like somebody just say you don't suit doesn't mean that you really don't suit lah. So I didn't take them at like face value, or I mean whatever lah. So I didn't accept their recommendations or anything. So I continued on with my accounting course. So So when I started my accounting course, I slowly developed this straight and narrow personality. Then it sort of stifled my real personality, which was more outgoing and stuff. And yeah, so slowly I developed this personality, and then I also got a job in accounting. So I felt like all these years my happiness was quite low down there. Like it was probably like 3 upon 10 because my real personality cannot come out. So if you're actually someone who is like very outgoing, right, I really don't think that accounting will suit you, because even if you are able to tahan the long hours in accounting, right, then one day you will come to a realization that this is not what you want to do for life. So I will just go out there and say unbiasedly that if you're an outgoing person, accounting is not for you. Yeah, you're better off doing other jobs. Okay. Then also based on this, I also did some research on like what are the accounting job prospects. I mean, I also did the research when I was a student, like looking for jobs and stuff. So I just did more research for y'all, and then I'll be presenting the results to you. So this is unbiased results, but then after that I will go on to give my biased comments. Yeah, so this is basically what this video is about. It is to discourage outgoing people from taking accounting. And so like, even if you get very good results, right, please don't go for accounting, because I believe you can do better elsewhere. Yeah, so that's just my 2 cents lah. If you are already in accounting and you don't think it's too late, you can carry on watching the video. If you think you're in accounting and it's too late for you to change your last year, then too bad. Okay, you can carry on with your accounting degree and then maybe do something else next time, because honestly, the job prospects quite dim. Okay, although I mentioned that this is going to be an unbiased review, you should know that it's going to be biased anyway. Yep. So this is from a Singapore perspective. Okay, so from Singapore perspective, after graduating from accounting degree, most likely you can get a degree in, you can get a job in either audit, valuation, tax, or finance, like general accounting, or you're doing those budgeting, management accounting kind of stuff. So I just generally group them under finance. Okay, then some people say that you can actually go to banks. Okay, although the prospects quite limited because you are competing with all those business students, and those business students probably study like finance, like relating to market movements and all those stuff, and they generally have an edge over you. Or if they studied like maybe some computer science related stuff like quantitative finance and stuff, so they also have an edge over you. So banks are usually quite hard for accounting students to get into. So yep, generally you are limited to all this stuff only. Yep. Okay, so the research I've done for y'all is based on some article, but this article is from like 2017. So the salary may have increased, but not substantially. Maybe like, okay, based on my knowledge, it maybe increased by $400 maybe, or lesser. Sorry, $400 or lesser. Yep. So as an associate, you go into audit in one of the big 4 companies, you probably earn this amount, and then I think maybe for every level it's just plus 400 lah. That's the correct amount as of 2021. Yeah, so usually you have 2 years in the entry level. 2 years. Yeah, entry level 2 years, and then you will become a senior for 2 to 3 years. Then you become a manager. I don't know when you become a senior manager, because none of my friends have ventured there yet. Yep, so I didn't ask about this kind of thing. So this is your audit future salary. And then bear in mind that when you're working at audit, the hours are very long. Okay, and all the time you have to go to the client's place to do your audit work. So now with work from home, I think they still have to go to the client's place. Yep. Okay, valuation associate. So also not that great. This is actually 2021 figures. This is taken from Glassdoor, so 2.8k a month. So all the associates start from 2.8 or 3,000. Okay, same for tax, also around the same. Also start from 2.8 or 3,000. Okay. Then if you go into those kind of firms, right, that they just hire you straight from uni and you help them do their accounts, like accounts payables, accounts receivables, that kind, and you consolidate accounts for them. So this kind, because it's counted as like no experience from the audit side of view, right? So you will be drawing even lower than the auditors. So yep, then this one also long hours because every month end you need to do closing, then you will be very busy. Okay, so wait, I'll go back track to tax. Tax also have peak. So the peak is always on the income tax filing deadline. Few months before, you need to be rushing. Everyone need to rush for the deadline. So that's the tax peak. Other than the rushing for the income tax deadline, there's also a peak for ECI. ECI is estimated chargeable income. So companies have to file that 3 months after their year end. So this is another peak. And then if you are senior and above, there's usually like audit tax provisions and stuff also. So many peaks actually. Yep. Audit usually depending on your client year end, then you have the peak. So once the year end, then you have a peak. So depending on your portfolio, you have your peak. Okay. Then valuation, I don't really have much insights on how the peak is like. So yep. Okay, one more thing they say you can join is consulting. So I don't have much insights on consulting, so I will not comment on it. You can go and ask the consulting people. Okay, so as I mentioned, for accounting degree, right, you usually need a pretty good grade lah. So this is just what I retrieved from like NTU, what kind of grade you must get before you can get into the course. Okay, and accountancy is here lah, B, B, C, C. Okay, when I first entered, right, the grade wasn't so low lah. So last time is much higher. I don't know why, like, okay, now I think maybe people realize that accounting is not such a great degree, so the grades have gone down. So last time it was like, I think it's like AAC or AAB or something like that. So it wasn't like this. Okay, then you can see like there are many other courses that you can possibly go into that actually give you a better job prospect, like maybe engineering. And then I believe over the years also like computer science has increased greatly. Last time computer science, right, I saw the grades, I'm quite sure, right, it was a lot of C's. Now there's not even a single C for computer science. So now you know the change that it has made. So yeah, people are beginning to see why accounting isn't good for them. Also, it's not only me. Okay, so actually based on this 2020 graduate employment survey, NTU students in accounting only earning like 3.2 median. So actually median would be more accurate lah. So most graduates only earn 3k when they graduate from accounting. So because they go into the big four firms, they will earn around this amount. Yep. Okay, then we move on to NUS to check out their grade. So NUS, where is accounting? So accounting is here. Still quite high. Still need AABB to go inside. So NUS students haven't woken up to the fact that accounting is not such a great degree, but okay. Then we look at the computer science courses. Wow, it's now you need to get straight A's to get into computer science courses. Okay, so back then it wasn't like that. Like really, see, look at this straight A. Everything is straight A to get into. So last time it wasn't like that. Okay, I'm glad that people have woken up. So obviously a computer science degree and all this like computer engineering stuff will help you much in your career lah, because everything in today's world is about technology. Yup. So basically what I would advise is take any course but accounting. Even you think you can like 吃很多苦 means like you can tahan long hours, you can tahan all the stress and everything, and then you eventually make it to like maybe manager or like partner. Okay, then what happens to your health? Your health will be in shambles. Okay, so if it's in shambles, what's the point of the money at the top? So even the money at the top is not that much, honestly. Yep. Okay, then I will just move on to NUS accounting to see what they earn. So apparently NUS accounting can earn more than NTU accounting. So the median is 3.5k. Yeah, I do see more like NTU students in big four firms compared to NUS. So NUS probably they went other places, like maybe try banks, I guess. think they tried the banks. Probably most of them got into the banks. So they have a higher mean and median salary compared to NTU. Okay, then lastly, I'll move on to SMU. So I'm pretty sure back then for accounting, right, the percentage, I mean there was no C in this IGP. IGP means indicative grade profile, if you didn't know. So yeah. So back then I think it was AA BB at least. So which is my grade lah. My grade is a bit better. So I'm glad that it has dropped now. And then now you can see like computer science, it's like catching up. In fact, computer science is better to get into than accounting. So yeah, but back and during my times, right, really like accounting was the fourth degree that you compare after medicine, dentistry and law. So I'm glad the times have changed, and then now that you know better, please avoid accounting because it might, okay, one day you might be obsolete because computers are going to take over you one day, maybe. Okay, then let's take a look at SMU mean and median salary. It's 3.6 and 3.1. So apparently SMU students command more than NTU students. Okay, but truth is that most NTU students graduate within 3 years lah. So I guess a bit understandable because okay, technically you can graduate within 3 years in SMU also, but I don't know, somehow SMU students command more salary, maybe because they are more outspoken. I believe like communication skills is one of the important things in a job lah. So whether you're in accounting, you still need a bit of communication skills. You cannot have like zero communication skills. Okay, so I guess this is why SMU students get more. So maybe they managed to demand for higher salary with the big four firms. Not very sure how this works. Or maybe more of them also went to banks lah. That's why the median and mean is higher. Okay, so according to the Singapore Accountancy Commission, they surveyed all the accounting graduates. So most accountancy graduates earn 3.3. Oh wow, Big 4 earn 3.4. That's not very true, I think. But okay, yeah. So they, based on this survey, apparently accounting graduates earn about 3.3. Okay, next. Oh wait. Forgot to make the comparison towards the other discipline is 3.9. Why you are earning much lesser than your peers when you went to a so-called good degree leh? Do you want to do this? Anyway, it's like cost me a bit like 心理不平衡 earn like lesser than people when I supposed to have a good grade. I go into this course and actually someone give me better job prospects, but no, he gave me like lousy job prospects and longer work hours. So accountancy is not for people who think that you have great job prospects, okay? Especially if you are really those same personality as me lah, like to go out and stuff. Yep. So this is from this website called Iconic Resourcing, Pros and Cons of Big 4 Accounting. This is what they say, not said by me. So they say pros you get to work with the best, amazing clients. And then cons is long hours. Long hours, no joke, really long hours. 11 hours a day, occasionally at weekends. I don't think it's only 11 hours, by the way, just saying. Okay. Then pressure, working at Big 4 means like one of the biggest corporate entities. Yeah, true. It is true. This pressure is true. Amazing clients. Depends on your portfolio. Work with the best. Also depends. Okay. Flexibility, they say pros is a flexibility. So outside of busy season, when you're not engaged with client, the flexibility to work where and when you want. I don't think there is much flexibility, honestly. Okay, I don't really think this point is valid, but okay, sure. Responsibility, so as early as your second year, you become directly responsible for overseeing someone. Okay, sure, yeah, there is certain amount of responsibility placed on you, yes. I don't really see why that's a con. I mean, why that's a pro. More responsibility when you earn a bit more. Is it a pro? I don't know. go ahead and make your own evaluation. Okay, then cons is you will have to travel, you have visit clients. Okay, so this traveling thing, right, is only for auditing lah, as I mentioned, or consulting. Consulting, I think you also need to go to the client's place. So for like tax, right, depends on whether you are in GST or personal tax or corporate tax, you might need to travel. So for corporate tax and personal tax, usually don't need to travel. Only for like GST, you will need to travel. So also, I mean, some people like sitting at one place and don't move for the whole day lah. So this might not be. This will be con if they have to travel. But I like traveling everywhere lah. So actually, this is not a con for me lah. Yeah, depends on you whether it's a con. Okay, then promotion policies. So this. Yeah lah, it's true lah, it's very like hierarchical, and then promotion policies are rigid. So even if you are the best in your team, right, you already know like super like manager level, right, it doesn't mean that you are associate you can straight away promote to manager. It's slowly, every year you must promote slowly one. Yep. So yes, so if a lot of people in the same batch as you and they're all vying for the limited positions, it's stressful sometimes lah. So it's con. Yeah, correct. This is con. Okay, then these are the, so it's a very balanced article apparently. So it's 7 points versus 7 points. But somehow the pros are a bit longer than the cons lah. So I don't know whether how balanced this article actually is. Okay, so pros is growth opportunities. Can work with other departments. Okay, can work with other departments. Okay, this can be a pro, can also be a con. So you know why, like, you work with different officers around the world, then like Singapore time versus US time, you know. So pros and cons lah. This is a pro and a con. Okay, then job security. Yes, I'm sure that the big four firms hardly ever fire anyone for stuff lah that are not like major. So like there was no like uncertainty because like most people are still doing their, I mean, everyone needs tax and auditing, right, even during the pandemic, right? Yeah, so job security, yes, I agree with this. Okay, huge CV boost, allow you to get foot in the door with any financial institution you want. This is a very biased article here. Not true. You think you go from a big four, you can go into bank? Not really, what? Okay, but sure. It's a huge CV boost because it's a name that everyone knows, but doesn't mean that it allow you to get foot into the door. So I don't think they will grant you interview if you don't have the relevant experience. So yeah, it's not true. Okay, not true 100%. Cons. Okay, the lack of a variety. You will spend majority of your time on a large and high profile client. Limit the experience. Not true leh. Actually, you have a huge portfolio, so you might have a lot of exposure. So this con is not very true. So annual leave blacked out during the busy season, not allowed annual time or personal time off. Yes, this is one of the very big con. Like, people want to get married also sometimes cannot get married. So you need to plan lah. Like when is your peak? You must make sure you don't get married during your peak. It's kind of like plan around your peak. And honestly, I didn't like that kind of lifestyle. So can affect work-life balance. I think definitely will affect lah, not can lah. Okay. As I mentioned just now, I also did the salary comparison. So it's a low salary compared to other industries. Okay. Yep. Okay, so now that I've come to the end of my slides, right? I just want to say that I regret taking accounting lah. Yeah, that's the fact. I regret taking accounting. Okay. Whether you will regret or not, you make your own judgment from what info I presented to you. Okay, although it might be a bit biased towards my own stance. Okay, so I think I would have done better if I actually chose NTU Computer Science or NUS Real Estate lah. Honestly, both of the degrees are definitely better than my current accounting degree. So, yeah, here goes. So, if I had taken NUS real estate, right, it will also help me in my current job because it's I mean, property is a huge part of everyone's life, so the real estate part will really help my current job now. Okay, and if I had taken computer science, I can easily code something like good, and then I can set up a website. I can totally do a lot of things lah, but because I didn't take a degree in that, and okay, honestly, I am not gifted in like coding, so maybe I wouldn't have done as well in computer science. So as a background, I actually did quite well in my accounting degree lah. I got magna cum laude. If you know what's magna cum laude, just go and Google it. Okay, so it's not say that I didn't do well in accounting. I did well in accounting, but I just don't like accounting. Yeah, I mean, I think I sort of like deluded myself in thinking like I like accounting because I'm doing well in accounting. How can you not like something you're doing well in, right? But yeah, that's the fact of it. I didn't like it, but I did well at it. Yeah. Okay, so that's the end of my heartfelt video. I really hope this video helps some people make their choices in university so that they don't fall into the same category as me. Like okay, so honestly, right, I really feel like I wasted like 7 years of my life lah on this accounting stuff, which I really made me very unhappy lah during the 7 years. So think carefully before you choose your university degree, although you don't confine yourself to your university degree as well lah. So if you're doing accounting and you really don't want to do anything in accounting, just go and find other jobs. Even though they like pay you lesser, right? But then it's like it might make you happier also. So why? Okay, honestly, this job accounting jobs make me very unhappy lah. So that's why I feel very strongly about it. It's not only about the pay, it's about the long hours, it's about everything. I'm totally unhappy in here. So that's my 2 cents. Yeah, you make your own assessment. Hope I help someone. Okay, that's all for today. Bye bye.